So the treasury broke and the we gone down the drain. But the majority of we decide we're not going to run, because now is the time to show we patriotism. For we country facing is dark, is sour. So our people need us today more than
But boy, one song I sing, one bell a ring. If we didn't know, we never know.
So all you feel like them get away with that, no? Like them get joke all you're making.
We won't stay at ease, that's the way it is. We've waited.
Let me do a quick roll call. Agnes, Fitzroy, Carl, Gemma, Alan, Phyllis, Kathleen, Shannon, Wilfred, Jackie, Jacintha, Dominic, Anne-Marie, Adrian, Matthew, Hillary, Marlon? Yes, Marlon, Alban, the other Deborah, Jerome, Faithlyn, Michelle, Hermina, Vanessa, and Errol, Clive, Dennis, Sherma, good night to you. Good night to you, Zayla. Deborah, good night to you. The other Deborah, yeah. Cynthia, Wilma, and let me see who else is there. Good life, good night to you. And Yoland, good night to you. Lona Lolo, good night. Kathleen, Eliza, Jocelyn, Alcy, Natalia, Christine Otley, good night to you. Lucy, Jakim, what's up, bro? Norma, Hazel, Anne, Public Notice, Stephen, Stephanie, Raphael, Maud, Kim, Dolores, good night to all of you on the YouTube live.
Oh, soon.
Let me see the likes going up. Remember to click the like button.
Things are turning at a very slow pace.
Yeah, engagement is very important when you're dealing with social media. Engagement, yeah. Being there is one thing, engaging is another, yeah. So engage. Make sure you click the like button, huh? Same goes for those of you on Facebook. So let me see who is on Facebook, and that list might be a little long to it. Cynthia, Anna, Teresa, Mosquito Man, Olive, Denise, Winnie, Langdon, Hikda, Laslin, Maudlin, Small Axe. What's seeing, brother? Yoland, Nicole, Tevin. Sometimes you hear I call her name twice. You could have two people with the same first name. Right. Yeah, Connie, Jocelyn, Shemi, good night to you. And I know Keda is listening there. Andre, good night. Susan, Cicely, Earl, good night to you. Wallan, Joan, Rodney, good night. Shemaine, Teresa, and let me see what else is there. Amina, sorry. Tyrone, Veronica, Amika, Crystal, Theodore, Charmaine, good night to you. Red Girl, Pascal, Lovely Mac, good night to you. Phyllis, Ramsey, good night. So special good night to all of you. Anybody I miss is not purpose. Yeah, Joyce Phillip, good night to you.
Unity that will mislead a lot just before the next ballot. But you guys will have to come real good. Cause it's
Irvin out there in London, Soldier Man, special good night to you, bro.
think politician good. Trick us with campaign promises. We won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain. But you're not refrain. You're not refrain. You remember in the Bible, God had a plan for Jonah to restore Nineveh. But who will restore Grenada? Is it the same Jonah?
You know what? We have some people celebrating the birthday. And you have people like Honorable Emlyn, Pia and Velma and them celebrating the birthday. Let me give them a piece of a birthday tune there, understand?
Get the vote, do not sing.
This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. Like fine wine maturing, so pure, sure and sparkling. It's so reassuring to know someone so loving. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true, my darling. Happy birthday to you. Long life, sweet dreams, and no judge and blessings. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You have a nice day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. May good things come your way. It's really a pleasure to know such a treasure. There's nothing to compare with your style and grace, my dear. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. You're truly delightful and also insightful, amazing and funny. You're such great company. This is your day. This is your day. Oh, this is your day. This is your day. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true, my darling.
Yes, indeed. Just saying happy birthday to both of you.
Long life, sweet dreams, and all the blessings. Happy birthday.
I think I might have to select one day in the week and take a 15 minutes and just say everybody for the birthday for that week, yeah? Because other than that, I got to do this every night, yeah? Now that I've started it, I just realized everybody going to say I ain't do it for them. So I got to take one day in the week, take a few minutes, and yeah, give the birthday greetings for that week, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Let me say a special happy birthday to my own son, Jamari. He's celebrating his birthday tomorrow.
Such love and devotion, heart big like an ocean, so precious and so kind. What
Yeah,
a
nearly a little teenager on my hand there.
this is your day. This is your day. Happy birthday. This is your day. Never ever bitter, so cool under pressure. Just once in a lifetime, you meet someone so divine. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day. This is your day.
Come on, looking to see the likes there. Come on, yeah, come on. Let me see the likes going up there on the YouTube and the Facebook.
Happy birthday to you. Long life, sweet dreams, and all your blessings. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yes, indeed, folks. Yeah, tomorrow. The thing is, I'm looking for the exact time tomorrow. But our own Karani James will be in action tomorrow in the finals of the men's 100 meter at the World Championships. All right, so Karani James will be in action tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's early morning or if it's later in the day. Somebody who has the information, please send it to me. I know my loyal listeners, you all got my number. Make sure you send it to me because I know he's in action tomorrow. The exact time, I am not sure on. I was so busy with other things today that I didn't take my usual time to go and check the schedule. I know that, for instance, Anderson Peters, I do know that he's on Friday. Yes, he'll be doing the javelin on Friday. The current reigning world champion from the island of Grenada, our very own Anderson Peters, he will be in action on Friday. He'll be on in the morning. I think the first one he's on in the morning is either after 3, 4 in the morning on Friday. And then on Sunday in the finals, yeah, he's on again, and that's around 5 in the morning on Sunday morning. For Karani, with the finals of the 400 meter, I am not positive as to what time, Grenada time, he will be on. So hopefully by the end of the program, we'll be able to get that information and pass it on to you. All right, so Karani is in action tomorrow. Somebody send it to me. Let me know exactly what time Karani will be in action tomorrow. You know, I have a song. I ain't played the song for a long while, you know. Yeah, let me play a song there for them. I know I have some sports fans there. 3:35 p.m. tomorrow, and Karani will be running out of lane 4. Yeah, so he'll be running out of lane 4 tomorrow. So we look forward to that one. Yeah, King Karani in action tomorrow. So you know, if you had a pass, you go off pass before that, right? Yeah, pass before, because when you win the medal tomorrow, you know what's going on, eh? Yeah, you got to go wrong and all kind of thing, yeah.
If it is the proven to be only full amount, when you're voting, vote them out, vote them out. If it is the time is now that change should come about, just as how you vote them in, vote them out. Register and vote them out. If they don't see, vote them out. State your finger and vote them out. Show them no mercy, vote them out. Vote them out with total scorn and utter disdain. Let's put our country together again.
And folks, last night we spoke about the gas price. We did have that conversation last night in relation to the gas price. Now, folks have been complaining, and let me see if I can and drag it up here. Folks have been complaining that while this is the gas price that they received on the 18th of August, this was the gas price that was given, and you can clearly see that the price of the 100-pound cylinder there, 221.30, yeah, 221.30. Yeah, it was the price for the 100-pound cylinder that they have been asked to pay 244. 244 something they've been asked to pay. So what has been happening is that people are confused, and it's causing some friction now between customers and the suppliers. Yeah, it's been causing friction between them because people know, listen, on the 18th of this month, this is what government said the price is, and now you've come with it. When we expect to pay that, we're hearing we have to pay more for it instead of less. Where government was saying there was a decrease in relation to the gas price, there was actually an increase in relation to the 100-pound cylinder. But today, since we speak last night, you realize that, you all, the Talking Points crew, you've caused it. So today, they have put out this release in relation to the issue. Like if they didn't know they do something wrong before. But we talked about it on Talking Points last night, so they rushed this morning and they sent out this release that says the public is hereby advised that the retail price of the 100-pound cylinder of LPG cooking gas effective August 18th, 2023 is as follows. Grenada, $244.25. Carriacou and Petit Martinique, $267.25. Now, that still goes against what we heard from a caller from Carriacou last night, who said that they paid $316 for the gas in Carriacou yesterday. They purchased it yesterday and they paid $316. Yet still we're seeing this release from the ministry saying today, they sent it out today, saying that the price as of the 18th, so that's inclusive of yesterday, ought to have been $267.25 here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So definitely someone needs to look into what is going on in Carriacou and Petit Martinique when it comes to the gas price over there. Because officially government is saying the price is $267.25. One individual called yesterday, having purchased yesterday, stating that they paid $316 for the gas in Carriacou yesterday, the 100-pound cylinder. So, ministry, you might need to check on that. Because we know you all are listening, yeah? Also today I'm hearing some denials, boy. Today some people do like what? Deny Christ, and some people deny today was so today was the day of denials. Eh?
If for 30 years
Not necessarily truthful, but denials, eh?
and there's only tears, as soon as they win, they give you big words and enslave your souls, promising you.
So, Miss Neela Etienne, we hear that you're saying that no, you have not been confirmed in the position. Yeah, but from what we have been hearing, the allegations are that you are the incoming press secretary to replace, and to tell you how the last press secretary was such a, I can't even remember the individual's name. I try my very best. If somebody has been out there and so you remember their name, but I can't even remember the former press secretary, the now former press secretary's name. From what we've heard, Miss Neela Etienne is coming in. Now, remember as well that the position of press secretary, as several people have said today, is a political one. Miss Neela Etienne, from what we are hearing, is a public servant. Even though, remember, she was hosting a political program while a public servant, from what we have been picking up. Yeah? But they sent home people in Carriacou who they say was wearing t-shirt and so, but they had people who was hosting programs, who was public servants, but they never end up in front of the Public Service Commission. But you have people who they accuse without any evidence. Any evidence. I don't know if they went by Mother Huxcorn or whatever they call her and shake the boli. And then she tell them guys who do what and what and what. But they send people in front of the Public Service Commission without any evidence, accusing the people of different things, and lost. Yeah? But here it is, you have clear indication, very clear indication of a public servant who was directly involved in politics. We're also hearing, Tahira Carter. Thank you so very much, my brother. I just can't remember the name. All right? Yes. So we have a clear instance now of an individual, and we're also hearing things like they're attached to certain constituency branch. Is that true, Miss Etienne? Are you attached to the NDC St. David branch in any form or format? Do you play any role on the constituency executive there, or even a polling division executive? Any sort of executive? Are you at the meetings? Do you participate? Are you involved? Yeah? Because as a public servant, you're not supposed to. Remember, some poor people in Carriacou get sent home for that. They ain't give them the holiday pay. Yeah, they ain't give them vacation pay, nothing. They didn't give them that, just send them home. They give them a letter and they just send them home. But here it is, you have an individual who we are hearing has done the same thing, and yet, instead of that, what they are being promoted. Yeah? So we're hearing that you're coming in as a press secretary. That is what we hear. Saying that you have not been confirmed is a nothing answer. Saying that you have not been confirmed does not say that you are not coming in as the press secretary. Yeah, and you know, sometimes they do a thing here. When we speak on something and it becomes a national issue, they pull back on it. Remember, and don't think that's gone. Remember the Allied Health Professionals Act? Remember that? Yeah? Remember where they're asking the barbers and the hairdressers and the nail technicians? That ain't gone, you know. They just pushed it to later in the year. But that is still active. Yeah? That is still active. So they just pushed it to a little later in the year. I believe it's down to either October or November or somewhere there, that these people need to sort themselves out, or they could be facing various I think fees or charges or different things like that if they try to operate without being certified. Yeah? So that is still there. Only because we aired that and we spoke about that and we put that out there. Yeah, and a good friend of mine, that sent the information and said, Sheldon, look, this thing happening, She sent it, she said, look, this is happening and so on. And it's only when we read that I understood, wait, now this thing passes ISRO, this is what's going on. And we were able to address that issue. Right? So it's only when we speak on these issues that they try to pull back quickly. Other than that, they try to slip these things through without you knowing what's going on. That is why it's important for us to have these forums where we can speak on various issues, where we can expose various things. Yeah? Don't worry, I won't come to Minister Andy in a while. Yeah, that is why it's important for us to have these forums where we can address these things. Right? So, Ms. Etienne, simply saying that you have not been confirmed in the position is a non-answer. Are you presently or soon, like of September 1st or whenever, to take up the position of press secretary? There are people who have been holding positions and not confirmed, and they're getting paid and they're holding the position in an acting position for a year, 2 years, all sort of thing. That has happened before. Is that the situation with you right now? Not because we speak about it and all kind of thing, you're going to try to make it look like we're lying. No, we're telling you what we've heard. We're simply saying, this is what we have heard. Yeah? So to give a non-answer, as in no, that has not been confirmed and that kind of thing, is a non-answer. It could be before the Public Service Commission. It could be before some committee. It could be before the cabinet. It could be anyway. Yeah? Meanwhile, it could be operating in the position until it's confirmed. All right? So don't try that one on us to try. No. Don't start off like that. All right? Yeah, please. Don't treat the media and those of us that know what's going on like that. Right? Let me have a nice relationship. Good? Nice. All right there? Nice. Good. Right. And don't do like the next one and answer when people call and all kind of thing and respond and them kind of thing. Nice. And everything will be nice and dandy. Good. Now, I was listening this morning. Let me start. Last night. I listened last night, first of all. And unfortunately, I don't have the clip with that one. I just realized when I'm saying it now, I realize I left that clip behind. Last night, I listened to the Minister of MIT, Member of Parliament for St. George South, Andy Williams. And he was speaking in relation to several things. One of the things that he spoke in relation to was the issue of the LGBTQ being taught in the secondary school system, in the school system, not just secondary school, but within the school system, and denying that that is so. Denying that anything like that is happening, and people just spreading rumors and that sort of thing. After that, this morning, I was listening to the GBN, and the Minister of Youth was on. That's Ron Redhead. He was on this morning, and he was speaking in relation to that issue as well. Yeah, he was asked a direct question in relation to that issue, And let me let you all hear what Minister Ron Redhead had to say this morning in relation to that issue. Yeah, let me just see if I can pull that up and let you hear what Minister Ron Redhead had to say in relation to the issue of that one.
With me this morning, the MP, Ron Redhead with me this morning. Let me say good morning to you once again and welcome back. Continue with our conversation this morning. I want to speak about this. It's been something that's been here, the circulation of it. I want to know the whole gist of it from you being a minister, a member of cabinet. There is an issue very topical. I would like to you to weigh in on it. It referenced the proposed, the prospect of LGBT issue that's bring part of school curriculum. We hear it was on the news here on GBN. We have reports on the issues that it's not being able to get any response. Folks are not able to get any response, especially from a governmental part of it. You understand? We were not getting any response from it. What is the talk, or due to what is the talk that is taking place? Mm-hmm. The president of the Grenada Union of Teachers has said that there are teachers who were informed by the ministry, of education about that. Is there any? Tell us what is taking place, Mr. Minister. Tell me.
Right. So I can
as a candidate minister, right. What is your say on this?
I cannot speak for the Minister of Education at this particular time, but I would say this: as a cabinet colleague, there is absolutely no proposal to change. There is absolutely no change of the curriculum, nor to introduce any law. From where I sit at the lower house, the opposition sits there as well. So if any legislation has to be proposed, they will see it, because we have already put out the schedule of legislations that we intend to change. They have the dates of the various sittings. So there is no proposal where that is concerned. Nothing is changed, and I would encourage parents and teachers, maybe even the media, to go to school when it opens in September and sit in a classroom and hear what is being introduced. And I can guarantee that you're not going to hear that, because there is no proposal. In fact, I don't know where that came from, because I wasn't in the workshop that is being spoken about. That's the most I will say on it.
All right. Well, I guess that from that point of view, that clears up.
So, folks, we heard two things there. One, we hear, I'm not the minister, but the minister is going to speak on that. Right. So we expect to hear, finally, the Minister of Education, because we have been calling on him and others have been calling on him over the past couple weeks, because this is not something that came up over the weekend. This is not something that came up today. Yeah? We've been hearing rumors about this over the past few months. So over the past few months, we've been hearing rumors in relation to this particular issue. Several, in fact, some of them I saw it and I dismissed it. Telling you straight, some of them I saw it and I dismissed it. I say, nah, man. They ain't gonna try that, man. Nah, man. Yeah? I myself said it. And then, all of a sudden, you hear that GBN report that came out in relation to it. And I'm going to play the GBN report for you in a short while. But before that, after I listened Ron Redhead this morning, I heard Andy Williams. He did a live this morning. He did a live on the same issue again. And this is after I heard the mother of their PRO trying to defend it on Shaggy's program this morning. They came out because there's a concerted effort by every means except the proper means, which is the Ministry of Education should have had a press conference or release on this weeks ago to say it's not so. The same way we spoke in relation to the gas price last night, and by this morning you could see a release saying they apologize, this is what the price of the gas is, and so on. The same way they could do that on this issue. What is stopping them from doing that? But instead, you have this sort of thing taking place with the minister this morning. And let me just pull this one up with Minister Andy Williams this morning.
And I'm going to go right into it. I'm seeing the NMP putting out some statements, trying to mislead the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and PD Martinique. I'm saying, guys, stay focused. There's no laws that we intend to change. We do not intend to change any curriculum in the school. That is a lie. And if you don't believe me, listen. You cannot beat time. Time will tell. Let me repeat it. We do not intend to change any laws or any curriculum in the school. That is a lie. All these people are doing, they are just sitting down behind a desk or whatever it is, trying to come up with all kind of propaganda to discredit the government. And they are playing on your mind. They are playing on your mind. And if they find it start to take traction, then they will jump on it. Guys, stay focused. This crap about we trying to change curriculum and trying to change laws is false. And these people have no...
Now, let me say several things here. One, I don't know if Mr. Williams intends to disrespect the name of the Grenada Boys Secondary School, because we all know the price to the ones who earn it, yeah? Because it seems as though he's incapable of reading and understanding, because he's referring to something that was put out by the New National Party this morning. And you know what? Let me show you what was put out by the New National Party this morning. Before I go to the original report, let me show you what he's referring to, what got him so upset that he had to run and do a live this morning. Let me show you what let me show you what it is that he's speaking about. He's speaking basically about this that was put out this morning. All right? And what it says is silence from the Ministry of Education. Rumors are swirling about alleged changes to our health and family life education curriculum. Where is our government's voice amidst these whispers? The silence from the Ministry of Education is both baffling and concerning. Yeah? It also goes on to say the Grenada Union of Teachers is seeking clarity, as should every concerned Grenadian. If these changes are mere speculation, why the lack of transparency? And if they are indeed factual, where is the communication? The New National Party urges our government to step forward and shed light on this matter. The people deserve clear and immediate answers. Grenadians, raise your voices until they are heard. This is what was put out this morning. This is apparently what the minister has a problem with. So he got up this morning, he saw that the New National Party put out this, calling on the ministry, not saying, the NNP did not say in this, that the ministry is doing it, you know. The NNP says in this, rumors are circulating about alleged. So I don't know probably who taught him English language, but when I was taught English language, the word rumors carries a specific meaning and alleged carries a specific meaning. So the New National Party is saying, listen, we're hearing this thing out there. We want to know if it's true or if it's not true. And they're calling on the Ministry of Education to come out and talk on this issue. It is there. You can go to the New National Party Facebook page and you will see it there. It is there on the Facebook page. In fact, let me just put it again. Yes, it's on the Facebook page. You can go to the New National Party Facebook page and you will see this message there. So he's correct. There is a message there. But why is he trying to give the impression that it was the New National Party that said that this happening? Mr. Andy Williams, is either you can't hear, you can't see, or you are once again being dishonest. Because there is no way on God's earth that you could have heard that news story that you're calling on GBN to get rid of, and GBN had to apologize, withdraw that and apologize. Who is you to tell GBN, Mr. You're a minister, you're out of order. If they say something about you and is untrue, it damages your character, sue them. But who are you to call on them to withdraw a story because you don't like it, you're out of order and you're fast? In fact, If we really had a Media Workers Association, they'd write you on that one. But we know everybody's friend thing these days. So, yeah, if it was another government in power, I don't get here the dragging the minister in relation to that statement. Yeah? If it was another government in power, you'd see they dragging. Yeah, in relation to that. But let's see, because it was not the New National Party that said the following. This was a story that came out on the 13th, I believe, of August. Yes, on the 13th of August, in relation to, and let me just make sure I have the right thing here. Right. This is a story that came up on the 13th of August in relation to the issue. Yeah? Whether the issue is real, phantom, perceived, this story came out. And here, who is speaking there?
GBN was informed that government plans to push a new health and family life education curriculum from September that caters for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer community. GBN reached out to President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, who said his union and the teachers they represent will in no way agree to reach any form of the LGBTQ curriculum in schools across the island. While there's been no official talks with the government or officials from the Ministry of Education on this topic, Bartholomew said the teachers have brought to his attention plans to include this form of education in schools. He claimed that this information was disclosed to teachers during a recent workshop.
I've been hearing talk about it with other teachers. I heard that there was a workshop in Grenada with the CTF and other persons, and what would have happened, teachers would have listened to that and hear something about the same issue or topic that you were talking about through discussion and presentation. And based on discussions and what I heard with some teachers, what they expressed, they were really, really mad. And I think that teachers, what you're hearing there, that is not our lifestyle and such, and is a bit strange and unfortunate, and teachers did really speak out about it. So I only heard about that from the teachers who were in the workshop, and that did not go down well with them.
The union leader said the present administration should not be pressured by any international organization to incorporate LGBTQ teaching in the school's curriculum, since it is against the morals and values of Grenada and its people.
Here from the Grenada Union of Teachers and from me as the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers who represent our members as teachers, this is a no-no for us. So we put it on notice to the Ministry of Education, the Minister for Education, and the government of Grenada that we draw the line when it comes to that, and we say no to that in our schools. We say no to that, and teachers are saying no to that.
So we've heard where the story came from. The president of the Teachers Union, now GBN, said that they heard. So in other words, they were informed by somebody or some organization that this is going to happen. That is what they were informed. They decided to investigate. They didn't just go out and say that this thing is going to happen. They investigated the story. So they contacted the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers. The president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, he was the one that basically confirmed it by saying that teachers came to him and saying that in a workshop, they were informed that that change is coming. And the teachers were upset, and that there was no way that the Grenada Union of Teachers would work along with government in relation to that. But instead of Mr. Williams go and focus on Mr. Jude Bartholomew, no, he wants to focus on the New National Party and those of us on radio. Those of us on radio. And he wants to tell us, people like myself and Mosquito Man and Miss Jenny Rapier and Carl Caton and Francis Pierre, Andre Donald, he wants to come and tell us what the editorial content of, no, not only is he telling GBN what to put on, but he now wants to come now, because he's Mr. Minister now, wants to tell us what the editorial content of our program must be. Mr. Andy Williams, don't go down that road. That road are all kind of danger down it. Don't go down that road. That road have intellectual problems. Don't go down that road. Yeah? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Go and plant pumpkin down on Wall Street. Stay in your lane. Don't come with that one at all. Yeah? Because he's trying to tell us now what the editorial content of our program must be. That we should be speaking good about the government and different initiatives of the government. The same individual who used to support a particular radio program that used to say the vilest, most nasty things about the New National Party administration, about the members of cabinet of the New National Party administration, about supporters of the New National Party, about everybody that didn't support their particular view, even people within their own organization. That same Andy Williams wasn't telling them don't do that. He was supporting them. When they go and they shop there, they was getting back their money in the bag. That same Andy Williams. So don't come and play. No, because you in government, that nobody mustn't say nothing negative about you. You are supporting people on radio that in the history of Grenada is the nastiest piece of work that ever passed on the airways in this country. You, Andy Williams, supported and still supporting it. So don't come to tell us what to put in we program. You're out of order. You're wrong. What happened? You don't want us to talk about the fact that you owe over $2 million to the government of Grenada. We mustn't say anything about that. The fact that we are hearing that you were under investigation, yeah, by Grenada Customs in relation to certain happenings on the port. Take me to court and let's go down that road. Yeah, so you don't want us to talk about those things. We must be talking about the fact that you all have decided that you're going to pay the school fees of the children that are going to MCC and New Law. We've mentioned that. But here, really and truly. In fact, you know what? Let me leave that one. I'll come back to that one a little later. Just remind me to come back to the issue of the school fees. Let me expose something to you all that they are trying to hoodwink you with. Yeah? You want to tell us what the editorial content of our program must be? Why you don't go and attack Mr. Jude Bartholomew and tell him that's how he lie on radio and TV? Why is it that you're attacking everybody that is saying no? Because even on this program, we have not said that it's happening, you know. We have said we heard it. It is an allegation and that the minister needs to speak. But Mr. Andy Williams, who thousands of miles away in Canada, find the time to be able to speak to the Grenadian people about it. But the minister who 2 feet and a toe away in the ministerial complex can't talk. He have mutitis, he tongue tie, and stuck to his teeth. Andy Williams in Canada, thousands of miles away in North America, he nearly in the North Pole, he maybe go and check Santa Claus for Christmas. He could talk in relation to the issue. But right here in Grenada, the minister right here in Grenada, I tell you, 2 feet and a toe away in the ministerial complex. But he can't say nothing on the issue since the 13th of August, when that GBN report came out, the 12th or the 13th, when that GBN report came out, to now, nothing. But you all realize now that the people are up in arms, including people who were supporters of you all, not still as, were supporters of you all, up in arms in relation to the issue. So now is the time for DC damage control. So you up there trying to do damage control by remote control, and you have the mother of the PRO calling on the radio program and talking about, yes, well, that is a good thing and they should really be teaching that in schools and all kind of thing. Then you have the Minister of Youth being asked the question and trying to, well, I wasn't in the workshop. So he's leaving now the possibility that, yes, it is factual that was told to the teachers in the workshop, because he makes the statement, I was not in the workshop. He also makes the statement that I am not the Minister of Education. So he's making the statement, but he's covering himself by saying, well, I'm not the minister. So in other words, I wouldn't know everything that's going on in that ministry, and I wasn't in the workshop. But none of them calling Teacher Jude name. None of them calling Judas Jude name. None of them have anything to say about Judas Jude. The same Judas Jude that stand up on May Day and basically give Grenadians the impression that the best thing ever since the history of Grenada, since the Caribs and them came up from South America, he gave the impression that the best thing that ever happened to Grenada was when the Deacon Mitchell administration came into office. Remember his Labor Day address, eh? If you want to call it a dress, a skirt, a blouse, or whatever you want to call it. But whatever he was saying on Labor Day, he was high in praise, up on his toes, in praise of the present administration, and trying to highlight them as good and the former administration as bad. That same Jude. But he's the one that said, we didn't come here and just come and say that, oh, look, the government doing that. We said, here's the... In fact, I was on the program at night. When people started to message and say, Shalon, you saw GBN News and so on, somebody sent the clip and we played it. And people heard it and so on. And other people had heard it long before that. Other people had heard it. So it is not us. So the NNP is wrong to ask government, where Andy William come off of that? He fasts. And it's only because our children listening to the program. Zoe, Exelia, and Zayla, I think it's time to go and sleep. Because certain things I would have said, he's out of order. It's either you're intellectually deficient or you're just plain wicked and dishonest. It has to be one or the other. Because you have to be intellectually deficient to see that message from the New National Party calling on your government to speak on an issue and saying, look, rumors are spreading. In other words, NNP helping you, you know. They're saying, look, there are rumors out there in relation to this thing. So they're giving you advice. Come out and speak on it. Kill the rumors. If it's not true, just come out and say it's not true. But instead, the minister ducking. GBN in their report said they're trying to reach the minister and they can't get him. Well, we know the press secretary gone, but still, they're supposed to have somebody in charge of it until the new press secretary takes over fully. Yeah? GBN, they're trying to find the minister. They can't find the minister. All the minister had to do is say, no, it's not true. And that story would have been dead weeks ago. But no. Because they know that there are elements of truth to it. Because if you check with CXC, and you check the syllabus in relation to health and family life education, and you check the syllabus through the primary schools into the secondary schools, and you also look at some of the topic areas and subtopic areas, you would realize that there is an element of truth to what is being said. And they can't deny that because people could access the... what is that file? People can access it, you know. People can find that file and they could double check for themselves and see what is being proposed. Yeah? What is being proposed? Because there are various documents that the ministry is using. Yeah, we know there are documents, and let me let all you know that I know what documents you're all using, because you're all using documents, for instance, like this one, ain't it? Yeah, International Technical Guidance on Sexuality Education. That is one of the documents that you all are using for guidance in relation to the development of the curriculum here in Grenada in conjunction with CXC. And we know some of the issues, some of the issues that are being raised in this document, don't we? Yeah? We know some of the issues that are being raised in that document. So you all know that there are elements of truth to what is being said. The teachers union president, but you see, all you're afraid. You all are afraid to attack Jude. You ain't want to attack him, you're afraid. So attack the NNP and blame them. When it's Jude that come out and say that this thing going on, listen it again, man. Don't take it from me. Listen it. I ain't going to show it this time, but I'll play it for all you to hear.
GBN was informed that government plans to push a new health and family life education curriculum from September that caters for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer community. GBN reached out to President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, who said his union and the teachers they represent will in no way agree to reach any form of the LGBTQ curriculum in schools across the island. While there's been no official talks with the government or officials from the Ministry of Education on this topic, Bartholomew said the teachers have brought to his attention plans to include this form of education in schools. He claimed that this information was disclosed to teachers during a recent workshop.
I've been hearing talk about it with other teachers. I heard that there was a workshop in Grenada with the CTF and other persons, and what would have happened, teachers would have listened to that and hear something about the same issue or topic that you were talking about through discussion and presentation. And based on discussions and what I heard with some teachers, what they expressed, they were really, really mad. And I think that teachers, what you're hearing there, that is not our lifestyle and such, and is a bit strange and unfortunate, and teachers did really speak out about it. So I only heard about that from the teachers who were in the workshop, and that did not go down well with them.
The union leader said the present administration should not be pressured by any international organization to incorporate LGBTQ teaching in the school's curriculum, since it is against the morals and values of Grenada and its people.
In here from the Grenada Union of Teachers and from me as the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers who represent our members as teachers, this is a no-no for us. So we put it on notice to the Ministry of Education, the Minister for Education and the government of Grenada that we draw the line when it comes to that, and we say no to that in our schools. We say no to that, and teachers are saying no to that.
Echoing the same.
Yeah, folks. And now they're telling us that we mustn't ask about it now. So it was in the news. It's a national issue. People are asking about it. You go on the bus, people speaking about it. You go in the supermarket, people speaking about it. You go on the beach, people speaking about it. And in the churches on Sunday, several of the church leaders have taken the mantle to speak about that. Yeah? And he even upset with them. Because saying church leaders get dragged into this thing. Well, if all ain't coming out and say anything in relation to the issue, yeah, because like you all believe that nobody's supposed to ask a question in relation to this thing. You all have a document. There's a reference to LGBT 19 times in that document. That is a document that you all are utilizing right now. 19 references in that document. And you all want to tell me that what is being said is untrue? We're asking the questions. Yeah? There is also a, let me see if I can find it here. There is one, let me see if I have it. Yeah. There is also this booklet that's we are hearing is being used within the school system, and we know what the meaning of the kite is. We know what the meaning of that kite is. So you're telling us that we're stupid, we don't know what we're talking about. We're asking questions. Because it's our children who are going to be the ones who are in the schools who may possibly be taught this. So we are asking the questions in relation to it. The document I showed you all earlier, 19 references in that document in relation to that particular issue. So they can't come and tell us that we are the ones that raising this and we are the ones that come and spreading this and all this kind of thing. Don't even get me to start speaking about RTI, eh? And I will speak about RTI, not in extent, not at this hour. No, I'm not going to go extensively into RTI. Yeah, the triangle people. I'm not going to go extensively onto that issue tonight, but I'll just let you all know that I know. Yeah? So don't try to give the impression that somebody lying and that kind of thing. Mr. Andy Williams, during the election campaign, you forget a fella named Starks? You remember when he did a whole live saying that you, Andy Williams, you, somebody send the video for me, that you, Andy Williams, hired him to spread propaganda on the new National Party government and pay him $2,500 to say all kind of negative thing and do all kind of nasty posts on them he was doing online. And then he was also supposed to come over to Grenada, and he bought his yellow pants to come over to Grenada to go and attack the new National Party, and that you were the person that was speaking to him. And then when he can't find you, that Mr. Orlando Romaine contacted him and there were arrangements to pay him and so on to do these live videos online as an influencer and attack the new National Party and say all kind of nasty thing about us. You, Andy Williams. So don't complain innocent now about we must be working towards building the country and people mustn't be on radio. People are paid on radio to do this and paid on radio to do that. None of the radio stations doing this are paid to do it. None. People are paid to do this. People are paid to do that and all kind. You didn't know when he was paying people to go and say all kind of nasty thing about Dr. Mitchell and the new National Party. You, Andy Williams. $2,500 for Starks Grimes in Trinidad. And if I lie after he. Yeah? Because he gave the whole story on Facebook Live when what was supposed to materialize did not materialize, but he get paid though. Because he came back and said he get paid. Well, if I get that one, do already video somewhere wrong, I'll find it. I don't lose stuff easier, and if I lose it, I know to get it back. It's somewhere wrong. Yeah? So, folks, let's open the phone lines. It's roughly 9 o'clock now. Yeah. So 440-7377. I know the phone lines were ringing a short while ago. Callers, you can call back now. 440-7377. Give us a call right about now. You understand? Yeah. I wonder. Let me pull a small axe to them, man, and them day, boy. Yeah. I'll pull a small axe to them, man. Day. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Hello, good night. Sheldon, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm quite fine. How are you?
Good, but not good.
Well, go ahead, man. Maybe talking about it might make it a little better.
Yeah, because you see, when people try to make a fool out of somebody unnecessarily, I'm a person, when people try to put stupid words in my mouth, I feel very embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, without a foundation, you cannot build a house. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, said what our representative have come and said what he have said. As you rightfully start saying that the news was broke out by the president of the Teachers Union and GBN. So why NNP come into that? Yeah,
no, you
NNP
see,
people, this thing I have been saying, right, and I could say it again, take the 5 minutes of NNP, put alongside with the 10 minutes of NEC, the 5 still have more weight than the 10. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is that now we see a person who experience do matter. It is rather embarrassing because when you hear that live came, and that video see, it's like the person was, that minister was speaking for 3 ministers, Minister of Agriculture, himself, and also I think he made some statement regarding Ministry of Education. Am I right on that?
Well, he was speaking about all kind of thing. He was hearing him speaking about all kind of thing.
How can you do that? How can you do that? I mean, only if you're working in the Ministry of Information as a minister of information.
Maybe the I in MIT stand for information and the T for Tata.
Yeah, but I mean, let's get this thing is about ruling nation, my brother. We don't want to do any hypocrisy with anyone, okay? And then, and as soon after the subject was changed to by next year, and also they want to have factories. Factories on what? I mean, you see the next key they play.
My brother, you see, I have my own views in relation to that talk about the factories and so on.
The factories. How? I mean, you're going to implement a factory now. Bring in a factory into Grenada, my friend.
If they're able to do it, I'll applaud them.
No,
I'll just say it that way.
Do simple thing regarding the red mango and whatnot, right? Coming from Trinidad. Most of them things is bought from Grenada in Trinidad, done and come back to Grenada. It is even cheaper that way than to do something in Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
Being honest with you. Because the amount of costing that it take. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, we are a small island and not a country. Trinidad is far bigger than Grenada. Yeah? And I'm telling you, It is cheaper to do it over there because they all have everything on the ground what it takes to do what it needs to be done. Yeah? It take a, for you to what happened here is the cost of the electricity
my brother,
is way high.
I'm not saying it's undoable. I'm saying if they're able to do it, I'll applaud them. That's all I was saying in relation to that.
Yeah, but
if you're saying you're going to do that in 1 year, if you're going to do that in 1 year, because for instance, I know what has happened with the chocolate factory here, and the availability of the raw material to keep that chocolate factory up and operating to the level that it ought to be operating to. And when it comes to factories that existed before, I know of the issues that they encountered. Yeah? So I'm not saying that it is impossible. I'm saying if they're able to do it, I'll applaud them. That's all I was saying in relation to that one.
Yeah, but the thing is that they're giving the people some fast, wild dreams. That it could be just close your eyes and open your eyes and it's been done. It's not like that. Send the information around. So they're just trying to change the whole subject. And then if they want to leave Grenada, go somewhere else to get coconut plant. I mean, my God, the amount of coconut trees you have in Grenada, you want to go somewhere else to get plant coconut in Grenada?
Well, my brother, I'm saying that let's see if they're able to do it.
Yeah, but Sheldon, are you going to leave Grenada to go somewhere else to get coconut plants? The amount of dry coconut plants we have all over Grenada, planted. Yeah? It could be transplanted. And then want to make animal feed. How are you going to cross the monopoly that you have at Caribbean Agro Industry? Yeah? If that is the case, so much that it is so expensive, try to get some feed for the farmers and everybody who is in need of it. Find an ultimate way to get it done and see if you could do it. See if you could do it.
All right.
Before you even start a factory.
Okay. I'm not going to shoot down the factory issue. I'll say that there are issues that need to be overcome. The timeline.
My thing is that
hold on. The timeline is irresponsible to give such a timeline. If they're saying that it can be done within that space of time, I'd love to see it happen in that space of time and be sustainable. You could get it done and it's not sustainable,
I'm not
so I'd like to see
no,
it get
Sheldon.
done and be sustainable.
We have cane co, right? In Grenada right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
take 30 seconds. My friend, 30 seconds again, eh? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right. They lay out the planting ground before they even do the other aspect of it. So they had things ready to put things together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So don't shoot things crazy.
Okay.
I find those statements was unacceptable.
All right, my brother. Thank you so very much. All right.
Bye.
4407377. Let's take this caller. Hello, good night. Hello, caller, you're live. Good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, my dear.
How are you?
I'm quite fine. You go right ahead. You're live.
Sheldon, listen. This Mr. Minister Andy Williams, Mr. Belly and Guts. Well, it's like the belly and guts choking him now. Now listen. These people and them had to be sick. Something have to wrong with them. Because I hear a certain nonsense and this thing he had all over the place. First and foremost, he have to remember the mouthpiece they have for them. As you said earlier on, that mouthpiece have no respect for nobody. Nobody whatsoever. Since after the election, I remember the mouthpiece say the next step is to defend the government. Well, I don't know who played that match with that mouthpiece. But anyway, seeing as what is happening now, it seems that it's a real game they're playing in Grenada. So, I want the mouthpiece know. He just had to defend. Because here what? The pressure is on. Can I remember when you came back on air? I was in New York in November. And I remember that morning, I heard the mouthpiece saying, you could imagine who is back on air? Sheldon Scott, the Tomcat. He said, but when people like Sheldon Scott come back on air, you know what happening? He will be making my work harder. Well, he work just had to get harder. Because he want to defend, let me defend. No, listen, they don't want us to speak. The whole thing with this LGBTQ thing. He then keeps saying about nothing to change in the whole educational system. We're already talking about change. We're talking about the addition. It's what you want to come to add to it. And as you said, I don't know what they're getting vexed with NNP for. It's not NNP they have to get vexed with.
Is Jude say thing?
Exactly.
Jude and GBN.
Why then go? The more people pay any bad. Why then go? Why then attack him? They're not attacking him. They're coming to NNP. But and all the other station with you and
Andre.
They haven't listened, Chelan. Listen, the pressure is real. They having it hurting them. Because they're defending and probably the uniform. I don't know if it's the panty security squeezing them. Because I went and watched football match already. And when you see the other team playing real good, here what is hell for you to score, because when you're defending. So let he defend. I am saying that the Prime Minister, the Minister of Education, they need to come out and speak. If all you say GBN giving false news and all kind of shit, well, take GBN to court. That's what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they cannot do that, Sheldon, because they know definitely, let me tell you, smoke does not come out without fire.
Well,
some truth in it, and here we can jam red with the pants down. So I think, from my view, the reason why the Prime Minister of the country and the Minister of Education can really come since this whole story break out is because they had to hear what Sheldon, they had to go to plan the lie. Because here, they already know it's out, so they have to try to come to twist it and turn it for us. But listen, we have sense and we ain't stupid. My grandmother always tell me sense was before book. The biggest degree to have is common sense. Mm-hmm. Right? So here my thing to them, don't get vexed with NNP. Don't get vexed with NNP. Go and get vexed with Bartholomew and the teachers and them. And let me tell you, I hear the Modpiece trying to say today to remind us again is remember it's NDC who back the teachers the money when they are taking and these things get me so sick because my thing about it is if you don't work for something, if you don't work you can't get paid. It's just simple as ABC. So obviously they come and they give you back the money. You see, I don't say them teachers say put themselves in that position because they get the money now, Sheldon, and it's like they finding work for them to do for the money they give them. But anyway, have a good night. I'll continue this. So let us say that the pressure is really just that belly and guts tell him no, belly and guts say, tell him just that. The belly and guts must go down.
I'm going to play something for them. Yeah, let me play something because I think sometimes we need a little reminder. Yeah, so before I take our next call, I want to play a little something. Yeah, before I take our next call, let me just play a little reminder. Yeah.
Now, everybody knows me to be, well, what seems to be a strong NDC supporter. But I come bringing sad news, with disturbing news, unfair news. Now, before election, that is before Kit called election, he announced a date. Now, I text Andy Williams. I said, Andy Williams, I want to support the NDC. He said, yes. He said, well, yeah, you could support me, and we agree with I coming over to Grenada, to campaign and then walk around and all these different things. Well, of course, they had to pay for my plane ticket, Pittman Hotel, and, well, get a fee, which was 2,500 EC for the length of time that I will be there in Grenada. Bam! The next day, the PRO of the NDC called me. Now, he don't know me and Andy Williams talk, eh? He called me on the same mission. He wants me to make videos with what's going on in Grenada against the NNP. So I said, well, I just spoke to Andy Williams, so he could later to him, so both of them could talk, and he mentioned that, he and Andy will split the price now, so they will bring me over. Bam! Kid announced the election date. A week passed. Well, I started making videos, real slamming the NNP, bashing them, pointing out the facts, what they have been doing for what they have not been doing. A week passed. They ain't buy me a plane ticket yet. They say they're busy. And next week passed. They ain't buy me a plane ticket yet. They say they're busy. Right? Because Andy Williams tell me he's a serious man. And when he talk, he don't make jokes. So I believe him. So when they was telling me they're busy, I believe them. I wasn't thinking no other way. Right? Then after the third week, you start to hear about money problem. So from busy problem, now it's money problem. They don't have money to bring me over. So I said, what? Now every time, when they say they have money problem, next minute I see they bring in Javinji. No. Maybe Javinji can't perform for free. I didn't understand that. But I can't class myself in Javinji category. He's a big boy. I still have small fries. But at the end of the day, I'm still human. So that was the excuse. Now it's money problem. So I said, okay, although you have to put me in a hotel, I go stay by a friend or a family in Grenada. It's still a problem. I say, here what? All you go pay me after. You know, all you just buy me plane ticket and let me come over. It's still a problem. It's still a money problem. Them can't find 800 EC to buy a plane ticket for me to come over to support them. It's almost like I was supposed to buy a plane ticket for myself to come over there.
Yes, indeed. But no, just a look remind. I ain't playing the whole thing. Waste of time guy anyway. But yeah, I ain't playing the whole thing. But just to remind you all, because it seems as though Andy Williams forget. You hear what the guy said, eh? He admitted that he charged them $2,500 and then they were supposed to bring him over and give him ticket and all kind of thing to come over and thing. So all the nasty video that he was doing, saying all kind of nastiness, attacking Dr. Mitchell and the New National Party team, he was paid by Andy Williams to do that. And he's not the only one. He is not the only one. They can't sue me. He's not the only one. So when they complain higher than high, and when they complain like they are the savior of the Grenadian people right now, when they complain innocent in front of you right now, remind them about a guy named Starks Grimes. Remind them about the other one who shall remain nameless, the nasty one they have there on several programs right now, who said the worst that it had to say about Grenadians. He didn't know to tell people to talk the nice things that the NNP was doing at that point in time. He was supporting those individuals because they had their aim and their objective that they wanted to achieve. But we are here bringing out the facts in relation to what is taking place in Grenada. Whether it's lack of medication in the health facilities, whether it is a situation with a road in an area or something, we are bringing out the information. And they want to be upset with us. We have a caller online. Your live caller, go right ahead.
Hey, good night, Sheldon.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Hey, just quiet, Sheldon.
Yeah, man, go right ahead.
Sheldon, something about what I see Andy try to do there is to pull it across like if NNP is the one that blowing up on the LGBT community or this thing up in school. We know it's not NNP. But Sheldon, is something that has been left out. The majority of people in Grenada doesn't want that thing to be taught that way. In fact, it seems like how the teachers complain about it when they hear it in that seminar they had, that workshop. So even the teachers who was in the workshop, according to the leader of the teachers union, complained to him about what they hear. The majority of the people in Grenada, the majority, doesn't want that to be taught to their children in school. Because there is a dark side to it also, a side where the human dignity starting to degrade. When, remember, the culture the people grow in, part of it is the scripture. The scripture. And people learn from decades ago that it is wrong. The scripture said it's wrong for a man to lie with a man, or a man to marry to a man, or a woman to marry to a woman. So people with that in them, that conviction in them, they stand with that form of human dignity. Now, that community has something about them where they believe that these things should be thrown apart and they should be given legitimacy. I must also say that Grenadians are not homophobic. We live with these people for years. Mothers give birth to sons like that and daughters like that who grow up in the society. People accept them. They went to school, they were educated, they become lawyers, nurses, doctors, some become judge. We were never a homophobic society, but we understand, based on our spiritual culture, that this thing is wrong, and we stand by that. And that community will have to respect that form of our culture. Because, Sheldon, if we continue to degrade the human dignity, just now you will hear a group of people in the world or a group of people in society saying, a man will say, well, I could marry to my daughter. And a mother could say, I could marry to my son, because one of the secrets these people use, love is love. So love will be love there. So the standing for human dignity, you must put a stop. And I think, you know, the people who stand up against it, they are correct. And another thing about it, the majority of the people in Grenada does not stand for that. And I think that cheap shot that Andy tried to pull there is like, Sheldon, a man who would see, Sheldon, if you selling goods and you see you have goods that go expire in the next 2 days and you take spirits and you take off the date, that's all I have to say, Sheldon. Expect anything from you. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, thank you so very much, my brother. Yeah, boy, no me that throw water on saltfish and thing. I'm trying to say all kind of thing. I'm trying to time. Anyway, folks, 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on the inside. And 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on the inside. We have been very clear on this program in relation to this issue. We have said, even you people, you all are listening every night. You could say that I said it, that we're hearing this thing, but we might even be making all this noise and next thing it turns out not to be true. So we need to hear from the ministry and the minister in relation to the issue so we know how to think. So that it is important for the minister to speak. And we demanded last night that the minister have to speak to us. We passed the stage of asking nicely, Minister Dave Andrew, you have to speak to us. We demand, we are the people, we are the taxpayers of this country, and we are the parents of the children that are under your charge. So we ain't asking you, we ain't begging you a favor. You have to come out and speak to us. So come into play all your nicing it up now, and the minister will come out next week. We demand it. We telling all you have to come out next week. Well, you feel we'd be nice about it and continue just being nice and saying, well, why the minister don't talk? Why the minister don't talk? No, he has to come out. Himself and whoever else he want to drag with him from the ministry, and don't play. All is sending out no permanent secretary and SAO and all these people from the ministry, and the minister is otherwise occupied. You know, we want the minister. He's who's sitting in cabinet. We want him there. Yeah, we want the curriculum officer there. I'm telling all you who to bring. Because like all you don't know what to do. So I'm telling all you. The curriculum officer, bring them. The permanent secretary, bring them. Yeah? There are other technical officers. If you want to bring a heavy panel, you could bring all of them. But at the end of the day, you have to speak to us and before school reopen. We want to hear nothing about no back to school address from you. We're not interested. We want to hear on this issue. The minister is here in the island of Grenada. He is here. 2 feet and a toe away. He's right there at the ministerial complex, the educational complex part of it. He's there. I didn't think he end up in Russia or China or somewhere. He's here. So why he can't speak on the ministry? Some Farsi had to come and try and speak on his ministry for him. It's not a situation like Ron Redhead was on a forum this morning and he was asked a question and he tried to respond to the question. It is a situation you wake up and decide you're doing a live. There's a minister. So if me can't talk, we have a call online. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You're demanding that the government need to come out and speak about the issue.
Hello?
Phone bill.
Hello? Yeah, you see, that's all it does try. But you see, you can't get through on this program. If you don't like it, you know what to do. Yeah? If you don't like what is being said, there are options, my dear. We have another caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Let me see, because it's on WhatsApp, so you know what, just right. Caller, you're live. Go right ahead.
Good night, Good night, Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir.
Now,
go right ahead.
Join the program kind of late, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, no, you're live. Go ahead.
But
yeah.
I heard you speaking concerning the issue. It's the with the transgender issue. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Saying this, and I also watched the video a while ago with Minister Andy Williams trying to refute and blaming the NNP for putting it out. But they forgetting, Mr. Scott, that they have an issue that they need to deal with. That what he made was just a total blunder, and saying we don't add in anything to the syllabus in the school. I'm saying, let him ask the GUT president. Then, if not, let him talk to the teachers who went on the seminar and the lecturer who lectured to them. I have first-hand information on that. They lecture and told them that this transgender issue have to come to the school. Then you had a doctor from America who also confirmed that. So Andy Williams, remember, Andy Williams said to us that marketing board would never be closed. He said, we are not closing marketing board. He said that in Ghanaians. And lo and behold, the boss closed it. You understand what I'm saying? The boss closed it. So when he comes and say that everybody should ignore him, something wrong with him, he shouldn't be communicating those things. Where is the minister? Right? They're trying to be the force, it's part of the transformation agenda. So he come in and tell us that trying to blind and pull things over with eye, that is not right. And the minister should be the one coming and talk about it. They know that this deeply engraved in the ministry already. And they see it as part of a normal behavior. So come in and blame NNP and blame somebody else for saying it. It's not so. The people who actually was on the course, who was on that seminar, and the lecturer, sorry, somebody didn't tape it, so we could have seen it live. The whole seminar. I know people was there. I know people who was there on the course, and they so it end up in confusion.
Well, you realize that Minister. You realize, hold on, you realize Minister Ron Redhead, he made sure to say he was not in the seminar. He was not there. So, in other words, he's saving himself by saying, "Hey, I wasn't there." So even if something comes out that proved that it happened, he could save himself because he said first of all he wasn't there. Yeah.
And he's not in the country, so he don't know what's going on. So he trying, I don't know, they may be asking to do some damage control.
But
damage control is poor.
They are in damage control mode because in several churches over the past week or so, there have been sermons that have been preached against the possibility of this happening. They realize that a lot of their own supporters, the people who vote for them, who walk with them, everything, these people are fully against any inkling of any such move. He's accusing the NNP of saying that they're going to pass legislation in relation to that. Nothing in what was put out this morning says anything about legislation. Nobody on this program said that they are going to pass legislation. People have said, well, if they're doing that, the possibility is the next thing they go on to do is change the legislation that's there.
Right. And you don't need legislation in order to implement it in the school. You don't need that legislation. So Minister Andy Williams know what he's saying. In other words, he's speaking from below his foot, not on top of his head. Anyway, good night, Mr. Scott. Have yourself a nice day.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller.
All right.
Yeah, 44073. Let me make sure that is there. That's not right. 4407377. You can call us on WhatsApp. You can call us directly. You can call us on the overseas line. 347-329-3101. We have roughly 32 minutes remaining on tonight's program, and the phone lines are open. All right, nice. So yeah, so don't try to come with this kind of nonsense. Don't come with that. Yeah, Mr. Williams? You understand? Yeah, he's a Williams too, you know. I have a lot of surname. I have a lot of family. Yeah? So I'm a Williams too. But I hope it's not the same Williams as you, because my Williams is a kind of Vincy kind of thing. Yeah, my Williams is a kind of Vincy thing. You understand? And the caller was just speaking about this one, you know.
And let me just say that we are not closing down MNIB. I think the Prime Minister said that that option is not on the table. Right? The idea is how can we make it more efficient, right? And so that is why we wanted to have consultation with the people, so that when making our decision, we can be guided accordingly. But we are not closing down MNIB.
All right, folks, so they're not closing down MNIB. We have a call online. Good night. Hello.
Hello, good night, sir.
Hi, how are you doing, sir?
Very good, and you, sir?
I'm good. You go right ahead.
Let me tell you, I'm learning. I'm looking at this program. I was late. But I saw you played a tape with a young man who got promised for something during the campaign, and they gave him a 6 for a 9. Thank you for playing that, because I know a lot of what happened during that time. I know a lot of people. This is just the beginning. You're going to hear a lot more. Sir, have a good night. Keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, my brother. So all you feel is all you was seeing some of them quote-unquote influencers out of Trinidad and so on social media was just appearing and say, okay, there was a specific plan of engagement for these people. Yes, all you think Trevor Sayers just come and start to think about NDC. All you feel that happened just so. So all you no pay us had to pass for them thinger. All right. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on the inside. Yeah, and 347-329-3101. That is the other number for you to call and get on the other inside. Yeah, watch on that. Have a Vincy tune there. Yeah, let me, as I talk about St. Vincent. Folks, remember to like and share. Those of you on the YouTube, I ain't find I hit the 100 yet. Let me see you all liking up the thing, man. Hit the like button. So there is the Parliament sitting on Friday. Let's say if they have anything to say there, even though the Minister of Education is not there, and it would have been more prudent to have such a press conference before. It has had to tell them what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't even know what they're doing when it comes to press secretary. I had to tell them what to do. So watch. It may be prudent to actually do that press conference tomorrow. You understand? Nice, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want to beat me, you want to treat me, anything you tell me, I have to agree. You must be think me, let me mountain and me woman. You must be think say me nothing sweet too. You want for not me.
Let me say a special good night to my Vincy crew. Those of you listening out there in St. Vincent.
You must be think me, let me mountain and me woman. You must be think me, let me mountain and me.
Nimrod Olivier, good night to you, bro. And I told you all I would explain something to you all in relation to the school fees. Let me explain this. One, while they said they were doing it, they did not make a financial provision for it. So it's included in what they are bringing to Parliament Friday to provide the money for TAMCC and for NULO for the students that will be attending and so on. But let me tell you, under the New National Party, what a lot of the MPs did is that they paid the school fees not through government funds. In some instances, in a lot of instances, they paid it from their own pocket for some children that really couldn't make it. And you know why? Because you do it like that. Let's say that's $700 or that's $800 for a child or so. And you pay, either you pay half or you pay the entire thing. And that's out of the way. There are many children who in attending, whether it be TAMCC or whether it be NULO, that have dropped out, even though their fees have been totally paid, because the more important component has been the traveling. Yeah? They have, imagine a child that has to leave, for instance, St. Andrew on a daily basis or St. Patrick on a daily basis and come down to the campus in St. George, right? So that individual has to leave and come down. Now, figure out how much that's going to cost on a weekly basis. Then figure out how much that's going to cost on a monthly basis. Because we're not just talking about bus here. We're speaking about bus, we're speaking about lunch, right? For them to come down to town on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, to attend classes. And you figure out on a, let's say we use the low figure of let's say 200 that they may have to spend on a weekly basis if they're coming out of St. Patrick. It means that on a monthly basis, they're spending 800. Yeah? So they're spending in transportation alone on a monthly basis, yeah, as much as the school fees itself, which is why a lot of the focus of the New National Party was on the transportation. Yes, you'd assist needy students and so students who need it, you'd assist them with the school fees for TAMCC and in their case, in the case of the NDC, they're saying tuition fees. There are other fees that will have to be paid, but they're saying tuition fees. Congratulations, tuition fees, all well and good. After they pay the tuition fees, since you all are not providing the funding in relation to the transportation component, how is that child getting out of St. Andrew and come down, or St. John or St. Mark or St. Patrick or one of the outer areas to get down on a daily basis to attend school at the Tantine campus when it's going to cost more per term to do that than it costs for the tuition? You understand? You all understand where I'm coming from. But they give you this impression that they're doing this marvelous thing. Speak to the staff there. Speak to children who have been through it and parents who've been through it. They'll tell you that while they might struggle and they might pay the tuition, the more important aspect for a lot of them has been the transportation. Assistance with that transportation for that child to be able to attend class on a daily basis. We have a caller online. Good night.
Sheldon, good night. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good enough. My that make me call now because I find you get real brisk there. Listen, me, I want to be short. I want to be short.
But you're a medium height man, or you could be short?
well, yes, I could go down here now. Right, listen, me. I want you to give me an idea.
Mm-hmm.
When you think Andy Williams and the entire cabinet will go in jail, you could give me an answer to that?
I don't know about that one now, brother.
What, you know, and they're doing wrong things?
I don't know about that one now, brother.
Mr. Man, I would like, I don't want to die now, no boy. I want to be around to see when they go up in Richmond Hill.
I ain't wishing bad for anybody. I wish that they change.
Don't tell me what to say.
I'm not telling you what to say. I say I ain't not wishing bad for anybody.
Well,
I'm wishing.
What you want to say, that's your problem. But I have my problem too. But
my goodness. All right, my brother.
What good to say, good to keep.
Yes,
have a
man.
good night. I enjoy the rest still.
All right. Thank you so very much, my brother. I ain't wishing bad on nobody. Unlike a lot of people would wish bad on me, I didn't grow up that way. I have never and will never wish bad on anybody. I'm not saying the caller wish bad on I personally, I wouldn't wish bad on anybody. I wouldn't wish that anybody good. I wish that they change their ways. Yeah? I wish Ron would stop lying. I wish Andy would be more honest. I wish the Prime Minister would stop being such a liar as well. You understand? I wish that they would be straightforward and forthcoming with the Grenadian people when it comes to information. Because, for instance, we are still waiting 1 year later on the cabinet conclusion that the Prime Minister says, you feel you forget that. Still waiting 1 year later on the cabinet conclusion. We haven't seen it and we're not hearing anything about it again. It seems as though the cabinet conclusion has been concluded. Because we hear nothing about it again. Yeah? So we want to hear. Yeah, about those things. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. 347-329-3101. Yeah? Miss, you are saying that, nah man, don't afraid for me, nah man, don't afraid for me. What? Because one person could call and try to attack, that person lacks the intellectual capacity to be able to discuss the issue that we have at hand. And therefore, they have to delve into the pits of nonsense. We have a caller online. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. How you doing, my love?
I doing all right.
All right. You go right ahead.
All of them sitting down and all of them grouping to lie. All of them, like, there was a meeting to lie.
But I can't understand this one.
Yeah, they're meeting to lie. They're having meeting. They're sitting down in meeting to lie and what to say.
But imagine a man who hired somebody to be an online hitman basically for people, to attack people online. Come and talking now and trying to direct people about what they must do and what type of program they must do. And where Andy Williams get for this thing? He out of order, he fast.
Yes.
Who is Andy to come and talk to anybody about the content of the program?
And
the kind of people he been supporting for years.
I know why he's saying, why he doing. Well, I don't even know what to say again.
Imagine he go and get a guy quite in Trinidad.
Come out and tell us, the public, on Sanford program one Sunday evening, where he was working in Mr. Lambert Hotel, what he did. He came out and tell us, what he did. What else what Andy won't do? I heard it this Sunday evening on Sanford Simon program. I ain't forgetting that. I heard him say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you. 440-7377. Cammy! Where there, girl? Cammy somewhere around. Cammy! Cammy, don't tell me you go and sleep there. No. 440-7377. 347-329-3101. Let me say a special good night to Patricia and Matthew out there in Canada, and my good friend Ian. A special good night to you, cousin Koi. Good night to you and the entire home circle. Auntie, yes, I know my aunt is listening to me. Auntie, I'll behave. Okay, I'll be. My Auntie Sylvie is one of the only people who could get me to behave. And hardly have people that could get me to behave. But Auntie Sylvie could get me to behave, right? Auntie Sylvie, good night. Bossy, good night, boy. Ira, Beverly, good night to all of you all. I call in all sides of the family. Special good night to each and every one of you. Auntie Doreen, good night to you. I call in next side of the family. No, Auntie Doreen, good night. 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on to the inside of the program. Yeah. How dare you? Want to tell people how to play in the program? Out of there fast. Want, I could dedicate a 2 weeks to you, and if you want, I could dedicate a 2 weeks programming to you. If you want to, no problem. We've got the time and the information. There's a lot that we could say that we have not said. Antonito, good night to you, bro. So remember, folks, there are several things taking place tomorrow. I want you all to remember Simon Says. Yeah, last night somebody roughed me up because they say I call out all them program. I don't call out Simon Says. Yes, Simon Says is on tomorrow from 5 p.m. Look for them on YouTube. Look for it on Facebook. You're going to see Auntie Jenny there. You're going to see she nice than that woman got a real dress, you know. Auntie Jenny, you had to give me some styling in Auntie Jenny and thing. I might take off the beard again soon, you know. The skin does be affected every time I take it off. So that was at a little beard sometime. But Auntie Jenny, you give me some direction. You know, fix up the beard. I might do the locks a little thing. Change up the wardrobe. Yeah. That woman has style. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night. I'm Sheldon.
Hi, good night. Good night.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, good. What I wanted to get is one of the video where they bring down the pastor from St. Vincent.
Oui, Papa. You mean the set of people with the...
I want to see part of this one.
You want to see a set of people with the NDC ban on their hand and all kind of thing, and the pastor with the transformation water?
Right, expose them. We have to expose them. And another thing, these people and them running the country with problem, and they're looking at the reaction of the people, and then they're trying to find solution. But we catch them down this time. We catch them with the pans down this time.
Certain people go realize it was probably better that they had hushed them out and speak to the people and tell them come out and talk than they come out and talk the nonsense that they talked this morning.
Yeah, call them out. I like how you're balling them out tonight. I lie down and I'll sit down on the chair and I'm laughing because I like how you're balling them, you're calling them out tonight.
2 feet and a toe away and they can't think, but one quite in Canada coming out and send video and all kind of thing about, people need to, and people on radio saying this and people on radio saying that. The kind of nastiness that people on radio say for the last 10 years or more, and they were supporting them.
Why you going to Canada for?
They say they're seeking grant funding in relation to various projects. I wish them well. And you see, because if they are successful, we are all successful. So we wish them well. We hope that they get through. Because taxpayers kind of fed up at this kind of thing with them traveling and going back with nothing, you understand?
And I wanted to big up Anne-Marie Celestine for me. She know who it is.
Anne-Marie! All right, my dear. Thank you so very much.
Okay then.
All right.
Good night.
Let me also say a special good night to you, Nurse Maguire. I didn't see you in the chat, but I know even if you're not there, you'll be listening to the program later. So we are going to make sure. Hey, Jesse Sherry, good night. I didn't see you earlier. Yeah. So Nurse Maguire, good night to you. We hope that you're having a wonderful... Nursey! Mother Nursey from St. Mark there. You know who you are. Yeah, you want to call Onika. A special good night to you as well. Nice. You know, I'd like to have a guest on with me, and let me try and see if I could probably shortstop somebody to come on with me tomorrow. Because I really don't want to bring on Senator Cox before the Senate sitting, because sometimes he might want to speak about something and then we end up inadvertently making him make his presentation before, or he doesn't want to speak on it before. So after the Senate, then we're going to bring on Senator Cox, right? Nice. We have some other people, so I'll speak to some of the other MPs and other members, and so former MPs, different things, and we'd get somebody on either tomorrow night or at least 1 or 2 for next week. Me just here, this ugly face, they just talking to you now. That can't work. Nah. We've got a call online. Good night.
Blessed night to you, Brother Scott.
My brother.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yes.
I waited on Auntie Jenny program tomorrow from 5 o'clock, Simon Says. Because I know she has something to say. Feel Jenny easy? Everybody getting it. You know it had some parents when they come home back in the days. Something break and they beating all the children.
Yep.
That is Auntie Jenny. She beating all the children. She ain't beating just one. Everybody getting it. You should have stopped them.
Everybody getting lash. A blessed night to all your listeners and viewers, and so I just wanted to make an observation, right, with this line minister that they keep on putting in the forefront to spread propaganda. If you notice, Andy Williams is a very dishonest gentleman. He lies directly in front of people's face, right? But they are still using him as one of the propaganda machine to come out and tell, stay focused. We have belly, and they don't have belly, and this and that. But is there detriment? Because when they're using Kim Jones to say all kind of dirty and filthy things about people, right? Nobody in saying nothing. Nobody. But as a party, we continue to expose the filth that they are doing, right? But NNP is the worst thing. We are looking to ensure that the Grenadian people is treated fairly. But still, NNP is the worst thing. But you know what? Time will tell. And I will leave Teacher Judas for our next time. You understand? I go leave.
But brother, but why they do attacking? Why they not attacking him? Why is us they attacking? Why they afraid to attack? Why they afraid to attack Judas? Is Judas not saying, you know?
Well, yeah, but I never know Judas was an NMP member. I never know that, you know. I never know Judas Jude was an NMP member.
Transformation in your tail.
Transformation. Well, Judas Jude switched because for them not to be attacking Judas Jude directly and attacking NNP. So that means, look, we have a spy in our midst. Judas Jude is among us, because if they're blaming NNP and it's Judas Jude that makes that statement and everything like that, then we have to be careful. Like you have two Judas Jude around, you know. But it's important, as Minister Andy Williams stated, NNPites, persons that support this organization, must stay focused and continue to share credible, truthful information, right, to our people, because Grenada belongs to all of us. If Grenada fails, we all fail, right? And as a political organization, we cannot allow to let some disgusting, disgruntled persons come and destroy what was built over the last 20 or so odd years. My brother, have a good night.
Before you go,
sure.
There was a campaign promise of 500 houses per year. You see any houses start up in the area?
But I see some oh God, how do you call those?
They may be afraid, since the house is the symbol of the new national party, you know.
Yeah, what I'm about to tell you, I see a lot of flyers going up with a lot of houses, but the thing is, the houses are painting green.
Well, you know, easy, you know, Papa.
This is ridiculous. Anyhow, have a blessed night, my brother.
All right, my brother. And before I get in trouble, let me say a special good night to the Cathys. Yeah? To Kathy Pope and to Kathy Albert. Let me say a special good night to the Cathys. I see one of the Cathys, I ain't see her online for a while. I know she'll be busy in the day, so she'll be tired in the evening. But the other Kathy, let me make sure, because me and one of them vex with me. Right? So special good night to the Cathys. All right? 440-7377. That's 440-737. Sorry, I missed that call. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. And folks, remember, tomorrow at 3:35, Karani James will be on the tracks. I believe GBN said they would be carrying it. Yeah, so you can check GBN. I'm not sure they're allowed to do it online, so you might have to check direct television, cable television, and so, yeah. So GBN will be having it tomorrow. So Karani James, yeah. They say that Karani are gold, silver, and bronze in Olympics and in World Champs and thing, the man and everything. So right now they're looking forward to tomorrow's race. And then Anderson Peters will be starting on Friday morning. Around 3-4 Friday morning, Anderson Peters will be starting in the javelin. All right, so we look forward to both of them in action. Lyndon, his brother, Lyndon Victor, will be in action as well. I have to get Lyndon's time when he will be in action. Yeah, some people just forget. Watch out, some kind of listeners there. Yeah, some people just forget, brother. Yeah. TC, nice. Yeah, some people just forget. Thank you. Right, nice. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. A special good night, Mr. and Mrs. Crookshank. Good night to you, Martin. Yes, you and your lovely wife. A special good night to both of you as well. All right. And Mommy George, good night to you. I hope that you're having a fabulous night tonight. All right. Nice. Yeah. Make sure and play the thing. Okay. Right. Must know which button to push and which one to leave alone. You're going to interfere with people and telling them about what to do on the radio program. You, maybe, I mean, Ron might barely get away with it, but you, of Starks Grimes fame, you, Papa, you, no, wrong man. 2,500 EC to run down NNP and Dr. Keith Mitchell. You, Andy Williams, agreed to pay that to Starks Grimes, innit? I'm making a fair comment based on the video that he put out, the live. We also hear the name of Mr. Orlando Romain being involved in this as well, yeah? The ambassador and advisor and all kind of other things too, yeah. Teach, you're calling Shaggy in the morning, huh? Yeah, we know, defend at all costs, isn't it? Yeah. Even though you know it's wrong, you're defending, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead. I don't have to defend, and all I do is put out the facts. That's all I have to do. Put out the facts and put out the information and ask the questions. That's all I have to do. So who want to be afraid because I'm on a program and that kind of thing? Well. And I encourage people, listen all programs. Look, tomorrow you're going to have, in the morning, there's the agricultural program. Now, I listen to various radio stations over time. The only program I know that deals with agriculture on a weekly basis on any radio station consistently over the last decade or more has been Andre Donald and his Thursday morning program that he does. We have a caller online. Good night.
Hello?
Hello, good night. You're a live caller. Go right ahead.
Sheldon, good night. I don't stay in long. I just want to leave you with that one. Satan could never correct sin. Have a good night.
All right, my brother. And folks, let me let you all know, those of you in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, or those of you who may be in Carriacou and Petit Martinique over the next couple days. And so, yes, the NNP Carriacou and Petit Martinique branch, they are having a back-to-school giveaway and treat that's taking place at the NNP office, Hillsborough Bus Terminal. And it's taking place this Saturday from 10 a.m. until. So go on out there, right? They're having a back-to-school giveaway and treat, right? So that is the NNP Carriacou constituency branch, Carriacou and Petit Martinique constituency branch. They are having that this Saturday. Yes, it's this Saturday, and it's taking place from 10 a.m. until. We've got a call online. Good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hi.
Yes, Sheldon, something, it's just baffling me.
Mm-hmm.
I heard on the news, I think it was some nights ago, about the whole young fella, 22, for the mother at down in Calivini down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, the one in Carriacou that killed the Matterson boy, I think it's Matterson, right? Up to now, they can't hold that fella. And the one at BBC Beach, up to now, they can't hold that fella. They can't hold the person, for doing that. But a little poor black man child, they could hold that one. Something all right. something wrong. All right.
All right. What I would say in relation to that is that the circumstances surrounding each may not be the same. Yeah, and as such, and this is in fairness to the police, the circumstances surrounding each one may differ. And as such, the evidence that's available and the access to the evidence that's available may be different in each circumstance, right? But it clearly also points to what Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell has been saying, that you may need to go look outside of Grenada for assistance to deal with these issues inside Grenada, because it is the Trinidadian police that has helped the Grenadian police to deal with this particular case. Grenada police do have no access to information coming out of prison in Trinidad and so on. So they were able to help. And Dr. Mitchell is saying, check with the FBI, check with these different people. If you're really serious about solving these crimes, if you're serious about bringing closure to these crimes, and you know that you may not have the capacity here, contact Scotland Yard, contact the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States. Even next door in Trinidad, you may want to contact them for their forensic specialists and so on. But whatever it takes to ensure that you get the job done. So while the circumstances surrounding them may be different, the advice is sound. Yeah? The advice in relation to it is sound. Folks, we have just roughly about a minute remaining. Remember, Mosquito Man is on tomorrow at 9. You have also Prince. He'll be on at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And before him, at 5 p.m., you have Miss Jenny Simon on with Simon Says. All right? And we look forward to an excellent program in all three instances. We know Mosquito Man coming hot. We know Auntie Jenny coming hot. And we know Prince coming hot as well. And then all you know, after all of that, all you know, talking points, the last one for the week and the last one before the parliament sitting the next day is going to be taking place tomorrow night. All right? And with all the celebration and thing, I'll try to get through to reach here because we know Karani going and clean them up tomorrow. But I'll still try to reach in on time to be able to deal with the program. All right? So, folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. It's been wonderful being here. And whatever you say and whatever you do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. Love each and every one of you unconditionally. Let me see one that I play for a while. Yeah, let play that one.
They say when you don't have good food, you must take in front. So this is my Kaiso for the Masgra 2023. Make sure all come out and support me. No politics, just Kaiso. Let's go. There is no place in the world like Grenada. Its people are so unique, so fabulous. They take politics real serious. You can't tell a man nothing wrong about his party. He'll deal with you so seriously, and from there on, you are his enemy. But as man, I must open my big mouth to lament on some things you know about. So the bother come attack me. Don't waste your time on a old jungle like me. Pie in the sky, promises and mama guy. Voters say their expectations were too high. Like the old proverb from way back long. You want to be wrong and strong. Some people bawling with their mouth closed. How they do that, only God knows. Man who could talk, they bawling with their jaws locked. I thought only dummies used to do that. A lady told me she's dying inside slowly, but she don't mind once it's NDC killing she. She said we had enough under Claudius, so nothing wrong if baby Jesus kill us. All those who claim that they love country more than party. The truth and reality is quite visual and so clear to see. Some things are morally wrong and unethical, are considered as politically essential. Their backs are against the wall, but you still can't tell them they're wrong at all.